just to get the everyday life, pace, stresses, whatever it is, leave them behind a little bit so that we can go on and listen to our presenters tonight. So if you want, I invite you to take a deep breath and just close your eyes and lean back into your chair. Leave your eyes open if it so calls you. And just become aware of your breath. And let it slow down just a little bit. And then see if you can take deeper and deeper breaths. And when you exhale, maybe open your mouth and just let go. When you inhale, inhale all the way into your core. And then again, exhale out of your mouth, let go. And feel your body against the chair. Maybe sensing it, letting go into it a little deeper. And letting your shoulders just relax. Ice to water. Maybe even water to steam. Whatever you've been carrying around all day and maybe all week. Letting it fly off, whatever wants to let go. Feel your feet on the ground. May sense the inside of your feet. And maybe even the pulse there. I'm feeling your legs, lower legs, upper legs, releasing a little bit. And then your hips. Seeing if anything wants to let go there and sinking further into your seat. And watching your breath right there, your lower stomach, sensing it move up and down in the rhythm of your breath. And then maybe going back to the pulse in your feet. And sensing the rhythm between the two. And going to your lungs. And sensing your breath there. Expanding your lungs. Breathing in and then letting go. And sensing into your arms and your hands. Sensing to the inside of your hands. What is there? Is there warmth? Is there tension? Is there a steady pulse? And moving up to your throat and your neck. And just imagining expanding that whole space, inner space, outer space. Noticing your head. Seeing if you can imagine that your brain is a muscle and you're relaxing it. What does that feel like? Again, inner space, outer space. And your scalp. Relaxing, letting go. And then taking another deep breath into your core. Letting go, breathing out of your mouth. Letting go of anything you no longer need at this point in time. Maybe shaking out your hands, if you will. Or your feet. Maybe moving your shoulders. Maybe your head. Stretching your neck slightly. Maybe even moving your mouth, your lips. And then whenever you're ready, just open up your eyes. You're gonna swim towards me. Thank you. So tonight I'd like to welcome our speakers, but first maybe just a short introduction on the neuroaesthetics, because there seem to be some questions around that. So I guess it's not such a common term, which is sort of surprising considering where we are. Or I think it's considered to be a newer field. And really what it's about is how we perceive art, like what it does to us, the integration, the process that takes place at the moment that we, for example, just stand in front of a painting. So there is an element there of what beautiful art does. So this is this integration of neural circuits into a balanced state. And it's actually quite amazing how that happens. It's kind of effortless, and it gives, I think, art maybe a new meaning or a new place. Because I think a lot of times it's considered like a luxury. But imagine if you're actually, going to therapy in a museum. So you're really integrating yourself. And then there's also the expression of it. So what about art that, deals with the subconscious, let's say like surrealism? Being able to access certain things through a visual image without there being maybe words for it or no analysis, just a sense. That's also something that neuroaesthetics deals with. And then, of course, there's things like expressionism, where it's all about maybe just being with a certain state of mind or emotions and picturing those. And so on both ends, for the artist and for the onlooker, there's an integrative process taking place. And if you look at it from the psychological perspective, there's even a certain amount of mirroring that can go on when you are standing in front of an art piece. So that you recognize something there that's within yourself already. So you look at it and you go, wow. Yeah. And that reflection is usually something that we feel with people when you go into things like interpersonal neurobiology, for example. So that state of mirroring and that feeling seen and that integrative process that happens there can also happen with art. And it doesn't have to be just visual arts. It can also be poetry. It can be theater. It can be movement. And so the things that we're going to see tonight are also about that. So it would be interesting for you to just take a look at these things. And yes, the research and the science behind that, but also to just experience it. See, how does that make me feel? What is happening for me with this? And, it speaks to the emotions. So I forget who wanted to go first.